Guys, today we got a lot of news to cover, a lot of extremely interesting stuff on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and also NFTs, comparing it with the market data. This is the channel to be on if you want to make money with cryptocurrency. If you want to be well-informed trader, this is the channel that you want to be at. And without further ado, let's get started right away. 650 banks will soon be able to offer Bitcoin purchases to 24 million customers. This is a very bullish sign for Bitcoin because it's giving accessibility. Not only that, we're going to be looking at more institutional demand coming into cryptocurrency space, starting with Bitcoin. There has been a dip so far, and overall there's a really interesting point out there. If you zoom out far enough, it looks like stocks only go up for nearly 100 years. Yes, there is survivorship bias and companies die and new ones take their place, but what if Bitcoin does this for the next 100 years? And yes, some alts will die, but new money perpetually trickles into Bitcoin, and this will be the result of actually diversifying your portfolio into multiple cryptocurrencies. Don't be one of those guys that just go all in into just one coins. You don't want to be that guy. Moving forward, we've got this coverage from Wall Street Journal. It says, in the coming month, you will be making Bitcoin easy to access through America's financial institutions, from community banks to global firms. Hundreds of millions of customers will gain access to this new and powerful network. Guys, this is fantastic. This took a whole page on the Wall Street Journal just today. This is very, very bullish for Bitcoin. Things are literally brewing up. If this video doesn't make you bullish on Bitcoin, I don't know what will. Not only that, we see across Wall Street all these major banks that are offering crypto services for wealthy clients to futures trading, spot trading, and custody accounts. It is very, very bullish that people are coming into this. We are looking at Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and the Bank of America coming in real hot at the moment to actually get into crypto, offering transaction into cryptos to a lot of money to actually come into the market. Moving forward, look at this metric here. If you own one Bitcoin, we can make all-time highs. You can make 30,000 plus, right? If we go from now to 65,000, which is the all-time high, that's what you're gonna make. But if you own one Bitcoin and it drops to 20 grand, then you're only down 10 grand, right? So, and that's a pretty low bottom, and it most likely comes back up anyway. So the risk to reward favors buying at these levels. We are closer to the bottom than the top, in my opinion. So yeah, definitely put your money into Bitcoin. Why wouldn't you? Moving forward, this is a very interesting multiple that we see. It's called the Puell Multiple, which is daily coin issuance over the moving average across 365 days. And for all the times that it actually made into this green zone that you see down here, the blue, which is the price of Bitcoin, has actually mooned after that. Same thing happened in 2012. In 2015, the same thing happened. 2019, the same thing happened, going up again in early 2020, of course. This here doesn't look like very much, but the thing is, if you actually zoom into that, that's almost going from what? Like 4 grand to like almost 60 grand. So that's actually not a small increase at all. And not to mention, we are now in that same zone as well. So I'm very, very excited for the spring that is about to come up. Moving forward, let's have a chat about some more coins, looking at the NFT space, especially Katy Perry launching a line of NFTs with Theta Labs, which is extremely exciting. Celebrity endorsements of this nature is obviously going to be very, very bullish for Theta Labs. Theta Labs actually have been kicking ass, especially its coin Theta Fuel as well. So definitely this is showing very bullish lines for Theta coins. If you're holding Theta coins, well done. It's definitely a coin that you should have in your portfolio. Katy Perry is launching a line of collectible crypto tokens, or NFTs. These NFTs will be produced in partnership with Theta Labs. Perry will also acquire stake in Thetas as part of the deal, which is very interesting. Celebrity NFTs have become a notable trend in recent months, and it has been very, very powerful in bringing more people into the crypto space. Moving forward, Twitter drops a collection of 140 Ethereum NFTs on Rarible. The social media platform has released 140 NFTs. It's not for sale though. It looks like they'll just be giving it out, which would be very, very valuable. It's handing out 140 Twitter themed tokens to users who can then accept the bids that are raking up on NFT marketplace Rarible. Twitter's NFTs mostly represent moving images of the company's logo. One is a computerized image of a stone man sending a tweet. Another is of the word Twitter dropping into a plate in the form of a gelatin dessert. And obviously, CEO of Twitter loves crypto. Jack Dorsey is a big fan of NFTs. In March, he sold his first ever tweet as an NFT for $2.9 million. So way to go for him. Really interesting to note at this stage that PayPal settled just under $1 trillion worth of transactions in 2020, the whole entire year. In just Q1 of 2021, Ethereum settled over 1.5 trillion, guys. Let that sink in. That means if Ethereum does just as well as it did for Q1 for the rest of the quarters for this year, That means Ethereum has had a transaction volume of over $6 trillion. Now let's compare that with PayPal. PayPal right now has a market cap of $342 billion, and because PayPal does 1/6 of the volume of transaction that Ethereum does, let's say we are multiplying 6 by $342 billion, then we're going to look at $2.052 trillion, which then we divide that from the volume, that volume being $30 million, we're looking at least a $10,000 Ethereum, which is the value that we're right now, but we are getting it only at $2,000 per Ethereum, which is extremely cheap. The future for Ethereum looks very good. Not to mention Uniswap has recently partnered and integrated with CoinMarketCap, which is very, very bullish. Once again, people can actually buy Uniswap based tokens directly on the CoinMarketCap website. Really interesting because Uniswap is obviously on the Ethereum chain and CoinMarketCap is actually owned by Binance. So it's very interesting to see this integration, but we're looking forward to the positive effects this is going to make. Obviously, it's going to make a lot of the old coins that are not on DEXs to be easily more accessible through CoinMarketCap that we bought with Uniswap, and obviously with Ethereum gas prices reducing through various factors, including not as many people buying, but also with the EIP 1559 as well as the Ethereum 2.0 that's scheduled for the late this year or early next year, is something that definitely will play a role in making more altcoins more accessible for people who visit CoinMarketCap every day. So there we see another news coverage on this, and people are talking about this, and I think it's going to be very, very bullish for Ethereum and Uniswap as well. Right now, Coinbase jumps into high yield crypto game with 4% interest rate on USDC. As you know, USDC is a stable coin. It does not fluctuate like other regular cryptos. It's basically value pegged against the US dollar. Now, 4% interest is much higher than what you're going to be able to get in banks, and plus being offered by Coinbase is going to be a very, very stable yield interest. I know it's nothing compared to the decentralized finance returns, but this is definitely going to make it a lot more accessible for normal people who are still getting cold feet on cryptocurrency to actually bring their cash into the platform so that they can be earning interest much higher than the regular traditional banks are offering right now, which is literally next to 1% or even less on the deposits. Moving forward, we see that the CEO of Coinbase is building a crypto app store. The crypto apps are normally called dApps. So there's now tens of billions of dollars of economic activity running on dApps, a new trend coming out every 3 months. Armstrong said in a blog on the company's website, we'll work to give our users easy access to all of this from the main Coinbase product. This is going to make it so much easier. I personally use dApps through MetaMask and used to use Trust Wallet and use dApps there, but now it's no longer really applied because I use an iPhone. But in saying that, making this a lot more accessible to a user base as big as Coinbase is going to create a massive influx of people joining DeFi and NFTs and DAOs and more. So it's going to be very, very exciting to see how many people are going to be very easily and user-friendly going to be coming onto this alternative coin crypto use cases and bring more money and bring more users onto the platform. So definitely a very, very exciting move, not only for Coinbase, but also in the altcoin space as well. Moving forward, yes, we know Tom Brady has invested into FTX. FTX recently signed a deal with MLB as well, which is extremely exciting. But Tom Brady says he wants to be the pioneer in crypto. And FTX, if you didn't know, is a rapidly growing crypto exchange that has touted charitable missions. The exchange has committed to donate 1% of its net fees to charity, has already raised 10 million thus far, which means they made 1 billion already. So they're doing really well. And Tom Brady, obviously, Tom Brady and his wife Giselle invested in crypto exchange FTX. Definitely bullish for FTX and crypto market in general, as you see more and more of these superstars coming into the space. Moving forward, crypto exchange Kraken slashes deposit fees across all digital assets to zero. Guys, this is absolutely huge. Crypto.com used to offer 0 fees in deposits of just fiat currency like credit cards into your wallet for the first 30 days, but to see that Kraken is actually cutting all fees to zero, making your deposits into cryptocurrency just as easy without feeling like you're going to have to chunk out like 4% in fees to actually buy like $100 of Ethereum. This is gonna be bringing a lot of money into the crypto space. We can see that more centralized exchanges like Kraken, like Crypto.com is making huge endeavors to bring more money and more users onto the platform, and it's definitely looking like they're going after that market share. And this competition is fantastic because it only brings more interest, focus, and attention to cryptocurrency market. So right now its fees are 0 across all its more than 70 digital assets starting today. By cutting out the deposit fees, clients can experience the lowest possible friction on their crypto journey. Kraken said it is preparing for its long-term ambition to provide DeFi products and services from the exchange of it in itself. Looks like that is the popular move forward, because that's what Coinbase did with the dApp store that is created. I'm not going to call it an app store because it's creating an app store for the dApp, so I should really be calling it a dApp store. So guys, this is the place for you to tune into so that you understand how this crypto investing works, why you do it, and why it's going to be absolutely mooning. This is the spring, this is the summer if you live in the northern hemisphere, this is the autumn, this is the winter if you live in the southern hemisphere, to expect big increases, huge upsides on the cryptocurrency market. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you share this video with people that you love and that you care about. And make sure you go follow all of my social. Make sure you go like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so that you can watch this space again and stay updated with the most golden information to make you rich with crypto. Thank you so much for tuning in. HDK signing out. Peace.